Hello and welcome back to Old Dominion Esports. Tonight we have two matches, both Overwatch 2. Starting shortly will be our JV match against the Glenville Pioneers. I'll be your host tonight. My name's Porter Dowdy. I'm joined with
Beef Dylan Anderson.
So if you kind of recall last week, we saw the varsity team play against... Was it Mizzou they played against?
No, that was actually their first match. I think it was. I can't really get it off the top of my head, but I know that was the first time they actually won a map. So yeah, it was about that.
Well, regardless,
Yep.
you know, I'm hoping to see something different this tonight.
I actually did talk to a few of the Overwatch varsity players, and it looks like they are trying to get a clean 3-0 victory this time.
And I want to see that. You know,
I think that's what everybody wants to see, if I'm being honest.
Best case scenario, you know, for both teams.
I mean, if we can actually get a win, get ahead in this, it'd be like perfect for us, I think.
Yeah, it definitely would be.
Yeah.
You know, get that momentum. The teams have had, you know, a lot of practice, a lot of VOD footage, a lot of material to go over the last matches.
Yeah.
I haven't really kept up with the JV team's record, but I think...
I don't actually know if they've won a match either, but I know they are doing a couple standings as well.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it though. Most of these matches though, when they lose that first map, it's all in their mind. They gotta it's all like a mental state. You keep it all in your mind, you can actually be able to win the other next.
Yeah. Excuse me. No, every week I feel like we talk about how important, you know, the mental aspect to not just Overwatch, but you know, every esport. It's so critical to keep a good mental, keep a, you know, your eyes and your goal ahead of you, and you're not just looking back at the past, you know, focusing on what you did wrong. So maybe we'll see some progression from the players here tonight. Maybe we'll see some different, you know, team compositions that we haven't seen, or some well flushed out team compositions that we saw last match, you know, just perfected and practiced and you know, maybe we'll see it pay off tonight.
Yeah, it's all that it really will be. I heard the JV team is looking to win this match as well. They will be going against the Oakland Pioneers, if I am correct.
The Glenville
Pioneers. No, the Glenville Pioneers.
Yep.
My mistake.
So starting soon will be the junior varsity match, ODU versus the Glenville Pioneers. At 8 p.m. will be our varsity match, and that's against the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
Oakland Golden Grizzlies, yeah.
Yep.
A little mix of the mind. It's okay.
Yeah.
My head's always like mixed with these couple of things, so it's really all this stuff going around. But yeah, it should be two exciting, fun matches we get to see. I think this is the first time our JV team has been streamed this year as well. So
I'm sure they're super excited.
They were really excited to actually be streamed. So.
I'm super excited to watch it.
Oh, me too.
I'm super excited to cast it. It's going to be a fun game to watch. You know, hopefully we'll get 2 wins for OU tonight.
2 clean, 6 maps, 2 3-0s, be perfect.
Be amazing.
That's all OU really needs.
While we wait for the invite into the lobby, we will take a short break. While we wait for the invite to the lobby, it seems like the players are having some
technical difficulties. That's usually how Overwatch goes. It's okay.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, a couple of technical difficulties. Looks like the Glendale team cannot currently play at this moment, so it looks like we're at to reschedule this stream to 7:30. They're trying to get a play for that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I don't think the stream's gonna end. I think we're just gonna,
Be right back for a solid 20 minutes. You think that'd be basically just like a little short delay, I think. But yeah, that's
regardless. Even if the stream turns off, JV has been moved to 7:30.
Yeah.
Varsity, as far as we know, has not been moved, so that is still going to be at 8 p.m. The JV match just maybe cut a little bit short, and we'll hop into the varsity match.
Yeah, at least we should be able to stream at least one JV game, which is what I was the most excited to do here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little unfortunate. They tried to get a reschedule. I guess the other team forgot. Say okay though. Well, we should be here back at 7:30 for the JV game versus the Oakland Pioneers.
Glenville Pioneers.
Glenville Pioneers. It says it right there, but I just don't know how to read. I really didn't get that part. But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Make sure to come back at 7:30 for
Old Dominion Pioneers versus the Glendale Monarchs. We should be really good. See y'all then. Peace.
See you guys then.
In an exciting third twist of the night, it looks like JV is actually playing right this moment. It's actually really cool how that is the curse right now. So we'll be seeing Glenville State versus our Old Dominion Monarchs.
Yep. Before we jump into the match, though, real quick shout out I want to make. Someone from the production team. Happy 4th birthday, Logan. I know it's a big one. I know you're probably
Big 4-0.
Big 4.0.
Yep. Enjoy kindergarten. Can't wait.
Hope it's a great one. While we wait for the in-game or the invite to come in, let's just talk about what we want to see during this JV match.
I want to see it win. That's all I want to see.
All
being honest, I want to see some good, clean Overwatch like they did in the 1980s. Clean fight, clean win, much of that.
Yeah. Overwatch in the 1980s.
Yeah, 1980s.
The meta during that.
Same thing. It was just 6v6s, but you weren't really using it on a computer, unfortunately. So that's how it goes. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay, man. All right, let's get into this match very, very shortly. Still waiting on the invite. I am pretty sure, again, ODU JV Overwatch versus Glenville Pioneers, not the Oakland Pioneers, unfortunately. But we shall be seeing that at 8 o'clock still. I don't know if we're actually going to be cutting JV short, but we should be able to get through it because I know JV's going to get that 3-0 victory.
Yeah, with ODU's, clean sweep in the works, it shouldn't take longer than,
We already got this in the oven. It's okay. Just cookie cutter, little cut dry. We're just okay with it.
Yeah. Should not be long at all.
Not as long as this invite I'm waiting for right now, but yeah, that's okay.
Jeez.
I think we'll actually be waiting a little bit longer in the game than we will be.
If I ordered a pizza, it'd have been here by now,
Yeah, like I grew 20 inches actually waiting for this already, man. It's okay, but yeah, hopefully I don't shrink by the time we actually start this.
So, any word on that invite? I got.
Look like there's no invites yet, so I guess I actually have not seen anything of JV's comp yet, but it's okay.
Oh, we're waiting on the map.
Oh, we're waiting on the map. Okay, yeah, that's
Excellent.
a 14th twist of the night. Looking like we actually did get the invite. I don't know when, but we are currently waiting on the map. I think they have to flip a coin. Hopefully we actually have one on standby. I don't know. Hopefully we can actually flip the coin is what I'm hoping for. I think we're actually like a little limbless when it comes to that, unfortunately.
If you're in chat, I'll try to keep it in my head, but I want someone to just keep a twist counter for the night. How many twists and turns this stream goes through tonight.
Looks like an M. Night Shyamalan movie right now. We're about about like 20 minutes in, we've gotten 4 twists so far.
It's going to end, and we're going to realize we were never streaming in the first place.
I forgot my own name.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Do you work? Wait.
I don't even know where I'm at. Say okay, though. We are in this line right now. Looks like we're going to the match right now, though. Oh my god. Eco Point Antarctica. Looking like we're on a brawl comp.
I tell you what, I've never been happier to see Eco Point Antarctica. Except, after...
I can't say I share your sentiment. This map is pretty bad, but our comp is looking pretty stylish right now. It looked like a mirror of both teams.
This map may be bad, but it's not worse than waiting for an invite to the lobby for... That stalling was rough, man.
Yeah, it's a-okay. It looks like the enemy... looks like Old Minions running a May, Bastion, Kiriko, Bap, Orisa comp. Looks like they took a little bit of stride from ODU's varsity team. And I can't see the team anymore. Hopefully that's the exact same team. If I remember correctly, the enemy team was mirroring the Orisa, but they had Lifeweaver or Soldier, I think.
Yeah, I do believe I saw the Lifeweaver and the Soldier.
Oh, this is actually a best of 3 apparently too, instead of the best of 5 that varsity has. So this should be over very, very quickly as we get this 2-0. Yeah, but like we're waiting on the Assemble Your Hero screen. Got 6 seconds. Oh, they haven't even started the map. That's why we saw the entire comp. Yeah. So I think Glenville knows our entire comp front to back. Unfortunately.
That is.
Oh wait, they have Bap Lucio instead. Yeah, that was enemy team. Glenville is running the Bastion and Orisa mirror, but they have and the May mirror actually, but they have Kiriko Lifeweaver instead.
How do you think that's going to play into how ODU should approach this?
Well, ODU can just kind of run them over because their backline is a little scared. I don't know if I can't really see that person's name and how long it is. I think it says Roxas Gaming is the only
Roxas
person.
Gaming
doesn't really think
Kiriko.
The only way they can really win a fight if they don't get ran over is by either their Bastion mirroring running somebody down, or their Kiriko 2-tapping somebody.
Here we go into the first round of the series for tonight. ODU looking to try to get the high ground. They will be met by Glenville.
They have actually gotten the pick already. Dakota
very nice
already erased
pick
from the game.
Very nice pick there from Dakota, making it an early 4v5 situation in favor of ODU. Lamp comes out from the side of ODU. I'm not sure if ODU should be pushing into that without Lamp, but Chaletz gets the pick on Bastion, letting ODU get that free control of the high ground. And honestly, this is an uncontested point for ODU.
Yeah, they did get first fight win. I think ODU does have a clean victory of always winning the first fight, but let's see if they can actually maintain that.
Glenville meeting ODU again on the high ground. Pace getting the early pick into the fight, taking down Dakota, making it a 4v5 situation for the favor of Glenville. Wall comes out, but doesn't find much. Anubis finds the pick on the Lifeweaver for Glenville, evening the odds. Chalet's finding another on the Orisa for Glenville. It is now a 3v5 situation for Glenville, leaving them without a tank, and that should be another fight win secured if ODU is able to clean it up, but the Orisa gets walled off, able to rotate back to the backline for ODU. Yeah, pretty safe.
Yeah, just Old Dominion just has way more sustain just by that Baptiste and the fact that they actually have to. They don't really have to do anything right now. Glenville has to walk into them. It looks like they did swap their Lifeweaver for a Baptiste, but they already have window advantage. Actually, looks like both Bastions are mirroring. ODU doesn't really need to run into the comp here. They are trying to put themselves in the tiniest choke known to man right now. Looks like Turret did come out on the side of ODU, but it does look like it came out on Glenville as well.
Lamb comes out as well very, very early into the fight, possibly to save the May from dying on the side.
Yeah, this is looking like a mortar strike if this guy can actually use it correctly. I like that he actually... He took a little too long.
Mortar strike comes
he didn't
out,
actually
finds nothing.
Yeah, a little too late on the trigger there, but it's a-okay. Both turrets have came out. That Bastion is picked. I think the Kiriko will be following soon, or the May, so we are investing Bastion ult into this. But yeah, this is just a clean fight for ODU so far. Every single time Glenville came in, they've made one misplay, and then ODU just capitalized on it.
Perfect. Anubis with the artillery strike, taking down the Lamp and the May shortly after. ODU's had very, very clean fights so far. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, but we are going to be going to this next fight. Glenville will have the ultimate advantage. They will probably most likely try to Curie ult this, but as Chulitz can get a great May ult, this should be still in the favor of ODU. They do have a Orisa ult and a window and May ult of their own coming out. Looks like they're taking far right here. but they really don't have the speed to really close that distance. They actually just kind of splitting.
I don't know if Glenville's going to be able to even touch.
No, they can touch for sure, but I don't know if they'll actually get picked by turret here. You can see they already used Suzu and Lamp. They just have to go for a Mail, but that does get eaten, unfortunately. But they have to invest May. But yeah, they've already lost so many resources. Bastion's still on high ground. They kind of just. Yeah, they're kind of just over here.
The Bastion from ODU on high ground, absolutely decimating the back line of Glenville, letting ODU clean sweep the rest of them.
I mean, you can just see it there. They're running the Kiriko instead of the mirrored Lucio, so they can't really take point as much, but then eventually they just have that Bastion on height who kind of just melts their back line. They force the Lamp. They force the Suzu. I think they force Fortify and Spin somehow, but yeah, that is just their Orisa. They walk into kind of like a little duckling pattern, and their Bastion just kind of has free range to go duck hunting, unfortunately.
Very, very clean round there from ODU. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, yeah, they really didn't have many picks. Like Dakota did get picked once, but he did make up for that in the first fight by picking their Orisa. Looks like they're swapping the Mei for a. I think they're actually just TPing out. I don't know if they're going to be going Genji or Mei here, but it looks like Glenville is swapping their Baptiste for a Mercy and Sojourn. They have to swap the other guy for Baptiste. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking like Glenville wants to be a little bit more pokey than actual brawl here. They want to be more spammy, but Old Dominion still can just kind of run them over. They have the ability to just run over their backline. Their Baptiste is a little bit better than their Kiriko Life Reaper at the start was, but
see how this goes.
It looks like Anubis has been picked immediately. That Sojourn damage boost does just go crazy, unfortunately.
Glenville going into the fight with the 4v5 advantage is going to force ODU to kind of play defensively, but Nova will even the odds as he gets a pick on Avian, making it a 4v4 fight. ODU pushing Glenville back to the high ground, taking control in space of the point, getting a lot of damage in here, forcing Lamp out from Glenville. Lamp goes down, and ODU is able to take the point if they can keep them off of this high ground and keep control of this space. Very, very well played here so far from ODU. Very nice picks from ODU. Nova and Anubis getting one each.
Nova will be going down.
Nova will not be going down.
Here.
Nova, wow, that was a very, very close call.
It's very crucial that Old Dominion actually maintains that enemy team from taking angles here. Their Sojourn or their Soldier kind of want to take opposite angles and pincer their Bastion, Soldier, their Sim and Bastion, and their Baptiste, but their team has kind of just been playing main here. You did notice in that first fight that they did get a pick on the Bastion, which was their main damage pretty early, and Lamp, but Nova manages to live because they were all running through main instead.
Very, very well played from ODU as Glenville tries to push through the choke here yet again. Nova being taken down to 100 health, but the windowed Bastion goes crazy.
Could just teleport.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I guess
that'd be too easy.
It'd be a little too clean, unfortunately. I'd say okay.
They gotta give Glenville a chance. They
I get it. You don't want to get them too demoralized.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Old Dominion here does have the ability to kite out of most of the things here. That TP does get a very good back. But yeah, if you look at the ultimates here, it looks like Glenville is coming up on everything except Overclock, and Old Dominion is coming out on everything except Window. I think if they go here, they will be comboing. Oh, but Bastion is taken out by the Soldier once again, unfortunately.
4v5 fight going into this Glenville having the advantage. Window comes out from the side of Glenville.
The side of B. They're
still
peeking the window.
ODU.
Yeah, I guess they're going to give a point here, unfortunately.
The point does get swapped, and it looks like if ODU's not able to get some picks here soon, they will give it up, and it looks like they're just going to reset and regroup. Yeah,
the biggest issue for Old Dominion right now is just getting caught out. Their Soldier can just take angles. Their Sojourn can just take an opposite angle with the damage boost. She can get free railguns off their Orisa Bastion, who are just kind of the freest targets in the game to build rail off of, besides maybe Monkey or Hog. But yeah, it looks like they're going for Orisa right now. That might catch 3. I guess he's kind of forgotten a little bit. It's A-okay, though. He might get 5 instead,
This is a very good opportunity to ult. Maybe?
But Nova does not want to use it. It looks like they just can get that without using it. But it looks like Bastion's taken out. But the Sojourn is caught instead.
It's still a pretty even fight, but the Mercy res from Glenville.
But Nova does get the pick here on that guy. Sojourn is res. If they go for result, they can still win this fight. But I think they are just trying to get it up.
That Nova ult could have been the difference between winning and losing that. I'm not sure what the thought was behind holding it.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of like not finding a good opportunity for it, but it's A-okay. If you look on the actual ultimate side here, we have Window and Orisa ult. We need around 2 fights to actually win this, but Glenville does need about 2 more as well. Glenville having no ultimates on their side. Closest is going to be Baptiste most likely.
TP directly onto the point from ODU. Lamp comes out very early in the tank from Glenville. Goes down immediately. Window comes out from the side of ODU. Nova cleaning up the Baptiste, and Glenville will be wiped. from this team fight.
Yeah, I have to give it to Nova. He's managed to impale their Baptiste on a wall about every single fight this game so far. Like, Roxas has just been getting caught out with his pants down I think about 9 times out of 10. Nova has been getting a pick for his team here. I don't even know if their enemy team can touch this. Their Soldier's probably the closest advance, but I think they're just going to wrist ult him close. This is what Nova had the entire idea here for. He could just ult him right now and stop them from even touching. Yeah, it looks like he is. Their Soldier is caughting, but I don't think he's actually doing anything.
Very, very nice ult there from Nova, stopping the rest of Glenville from touching the point, forcing the Soldier to touch alone.
Looks like this will go to ODU. Yeah, they all go down. Looks like the first map, clean first map for Old Dominion right now. JV having a first leg up versus Glenville here.
You know, I didn't even see ODU breaking a sweat right there.
I didn't even see a sweat come out myself. Yeah. They're just JV kind of just running him over there. They have the Bastion, they have the Lucio, they have the ability to kite out or run them over. Again, with a Bastion, you kind of just melt them. You don't really want to go for their tank there. That's what they really didn't. Soldier kind of just taking no angles, Soldier and getting rail, but I think missing it most of the time, kind of how that is. But they always just manage to get a spear pick. Their Bastion managed to live. Their Baptiste, I don't even think died once, or the Lucio. Pretty crazy enough.
ODU, it seemed like ODU was very, very good at, you know, not just taking, but controlling the space that they had.
Yeah.
It was very, very clean. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It was
in these comps, like, usually if you win first fight, it's pretty hard to go into. Glendale didn't really have an answer for the actual team itself. They kind of got a pick there, but they really didn't know how to capitalize off of it. Their Sojourn would get a pick early, but again, they would just try to take the neutral fight and eventually just lose because the Orisa was kind of just 1v9ing there a little bit, if you think about it. Orisa Baptiste just full sustaining their Orisa on point. But I have to give it to ODU. They managed to kite out of plenty of bad situations without actually managing to lose anything.
Yeah. And, you know, that 500, we couldn't see it in the moment, but that 500 IQ play of Nova holding his Orisa ult for the rest of the team to come back, and I saw it. I didn't want to say anything. I saw it.
I didn't personally. I thought it was pretty weird how he didn't ult for about 45 seconds, but it's A-okay on that.
Hey, you know what? They won 2-0.
Yeah, but yeah, they did win the match 2-0, so I guess it didn't really matter in the end. They did catch it for this touch there. I think the Soldier did end up touching, but he actually gave up too many resources before he died, unfortunately. But yeah, just a little clean 1-0 Koth putting in for our team. I think the next map should be, I think it's Hybrid or Escort. I'm pretty sure it's Escort. No, it's Hybrid. It's Hybrid. We got the old scrims row. Best of 3. We're already 1 map in. Just 1 more map to go for JV here against Glendale Pioneers. I keep saying them Glendale, but they are Glenville. That's can just tell how you can just tell how little I have them in my mind right now with how sure I am of ODU's JV's victory here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's not really much else to say. Just clean fighting, clean Orisa gameplay, clean Bastion gameplay, clean Bastion, Baptiste, May, Symmetra, all that. Yeah, they even managed to play against, I'd say, their Sojourn counter comp on that. Their Sojourn Mercy should have just kind of ripped them apart, which you kind of did a little bit, but they managed to live through it. They just sustained through most of it.
Right. Yeah, we see a similar comp that Varsity plays.
Yeah.
We saw some very similar comp there, but the way that it was played was almost night and day than how Varsity plays.
See, the Varsity team, when they're not running Lucio, they try to play a little bit more how Glenville actually tried to play their comp, a little bit more spam instead of brawl. But that just kind of shows you the power of just running into your team and running them over usually. Usually helps your team.
That Lucio providing that movement boost is just...
You can just live, you can just go in. Orisa just kind of is just 1v9, Senator Armstrong holding 10 million damage from the enemy team's front just by themselves with Baptiste. Kind of just how it goes. Like the whole team just punching them in main, but like the Orisa can just live through it because Orisa will fortify. And then you just say, okay, I'm done here. I'm just going to run away. But I think we will be getting into map 2 very, very shortly. Yep, looking like good old Scrims row. Looking like Old Dominion has the exact same comp. Okay, Glenville is keeping the Bap Orisa, but they have Widow Soldier Mercy instead. Looks like Old Dominion is giving up their Baptiste for an Ana, and they have a Zen instead.
I'm not sure how I like this, comp. Well, maybe on defense, it'll work in their favor, but I definitely would like to see the old comp come out.
I think the Zen is a good idea, but I don't think the Ana is really that good, because really their entire way of living on Eco Point was just their Baptiste spamming heals into the Orisa for the entire fight, which made Nova kind of live at 1 HP for about 10,000 different scenarios.
That makes me wonder what their plan is for the Ana. I don't know if they're going to try to bank off of a nano combo, maybe a nano to Orisa, but you know, the sustain of the BAP is just, I think that's so much more valuable.
Yeah, just the constant sustain and window just with your Bastion's pretty crazy. At most things, hopefully if your Orisa can live, you can get pretty good nades, but the enemy team kind of just has.
Glenville's
good
Widow
sustaining
trying to
angles.
find a pick on the back line, not finding much. ODU doing a good job here at holding that initial control, or that initial choke point, preventing Glenville from
Looks like
pushing
nobody is
through.
taken down though.
That is a big pick for Glenville, leaving ODU without a tank, forcing them to play on the heavy defensive side. Chulettes will soon go down after that, and this first point at Kings Row, it's almost if you lose it, you lose the first point. You know, there's no contesting it unless they get it back there immediately.
Kings Row is pretty hard of a point to defend if you take it a certain way, and Nova just did get caught with his pants down. I think Clorox Wipes was trying to go for a nade or trying to just live from their Widowmaker, so they end up getting split there, but this Arch is actually pretty good for their comp. Yeah. The only issue Old Dominion has is the exact same issue they force on Eco Point. Looks like they are giving up that corner. They're playing back Library. I don't really know the play idea there. I personally would hold there on Arch, but...
Well, without that
VAP
and without that Lucio,
yeah.
I feel like they have to kind of play more of a poke.
It looks like Chula just swapped to Echo. I didn't even notice the swap. I think they're doing that. Don't see, I know why they do that in the double hit, triple hit scan actually.
Window comes out very early from Glenville,
obviously
but
did get impaled in the window.
Chulettes will go down very early in the fight. Two very early picks on the side of ODU will force ODU on the defensive up until this point. Dakota going down soon after, maintaining that defensive position for
Verona
ODU.
is still in live though. They could lose it. Unfortunate, yeah. You just lose the sustain as Baptiste. Like Baptiste is just the main bread and butter with the wrist, so you just kind of keep them healed forever. I like the Zen idea, but again, like they're kind of just getting ran over here. I personally think that if they swap back to their Bap Lucio comp here, they said just screw the Trank, go back to maybe like Genji instead of Echo, or like Genji Tracer. They kind of just run this over. But yeah, like their Widowmaker, their Soldier with a Mercy can just sit on an off angle. Echo kind of can't really do anything to either of them just from sustain. Orisa's not going to go down with their own Baptiste. Widowmaker is Widowmaker. She can just pitch a tent in the camp of the map, back to the map. It looks like Echo is taken down from the info sites, unfortunately.
3 fights and 3 early picks on the side of ODU, leaving ODU, you know, playing this entire match so far super defensively. They're going to have to fight an uphill battle here, get an early pick if they want a chance of stopping the point before it gets to the second.
Looks like Nano Orisa is coming up, but that is the pick they needed there.
Very good Nano Orisa ult there from Nova, finding 3.
It was actually 1-for-1 here, but they don't really have the sustain. Their Baptiste did die early there, yeah.
See, and I just don't think, you know, that Nano combo was worth what they gave up by switching BAP off.
Yeah, I agree with that. They did manage to win the fight with that, but again, in the neutral fight here, they will be just losing out on the damage and heals that they will get from this. Again, I'd say they just ran to that whole comp. They could just have Chulas just chillaxing on an off angle to mark their Widow. It'd just be perfect. Because right now, their team is, at least on this side, Soldier can't really get a good angle that isn't just main unless he takes the far, like, 30-second walk up top right. But it looks like ODU is trying to mark this right here. ODU doesn't currently have any ults going up on Trank and Duplicate, but it's looking like Glenville does have 3 to the name and getting close to info sites again.
Very good purple. Will ODU be able to capitalize on it? Lamb comes out. Nova getting taken down to very critical health, but staying alive, staying in the fight. Dakota does get taken out there by the Widowmaker. 4v5 situation for ODU. Chulettes is going to have to pull something off in the back line of Glenville if they want to even the odds of this fight. Kind of slow. It looks like Glenville's almost not wanting to push the fight immediately. Chulettes goes down.
Unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a matter of just pace. It's just kind of off and off angle, not getting contested the entire game. Just kind of taking pot shots at their Bastion and their Orisa and their Dakota, who just did give up Trank to swap Kiriko. I guess there isn't really much there that they really wanted to. Again, kind of just really tough here. The Orisa is just kind of being able to live. They can't really take the fight here unless they want to walk in with Bastion. They don't have the speed to walk in. They swap Kiriko to try to mark their Widowmaker here, but the Widowmaker is just getting pocketed by Mercy.
Yeah, this is, it's almost been an uncontested Widow so far. Like looking just at the kill feed, you know.
If you look at every fight, it's just been pace marking a fight here.
Yeah.
And now they just kind of have Soldier marking on off angle. So they did do the copy, but then again, pace is just AFK chilling in the corner. Got a little head there. Yeah, it's just 2 again.
Something in Glenville snapped. Something in Glenville changed. You know, they handed the controller to their older brother, and you know they're playing now.
Yeah, they might have injected, but it's a-okay. We're getting on this like this is a pretty good point. I think the only issue Old Dominions had is he's kind of just been getting staggered every fight. Like pace is just kind of just chillaxing again, as I said, and chaining out corner. They have swapped to a Sojourn here. I don't know if they're going to try to blow up this Widowmaker or they're going to the... I don't know what I just witnessed, but it's A-okay. I think... I don't even know what happened to the Bastion. That is a never seen that before in my life, but it's okay. Looks like everyone in the Nana comp. They are just chilling high ground. We could pull them off. They get the BAP and the Widowmaker. They get the pick on the BAP.
Very nice pull there.
He will go down here if they don't keep them up healed. Good
able
sleep,
to keep
though.
the Orisa up in a very nice sleep there from Clorox wipes. I honestly think that kind of won them the fight.
Yeah, that was a pretty good sleep. Is this pick again with the Orisa? Well, the thing is, they can't do that every fight because it is just two ultimates. They have to actually manage a way to get this Baptiste and this Widowmaker dealt with before the fight even starts. Or Pace will just kind of just be taking pot shots at their backline. Again, let's see. They have Curie ult here. I'd recommend they just kind of run them over. They do have a Orisa ult, though.
It looks like they swapped, Chulette swapped to the Sojourn after last fight as well.
That is pretty good for just building rails and going for headshots on the Widowmaker. You have to be very confident in your Sojourn aim, though, to actually get that mark. Looks like Fortify was forced early. There's a cooldown advantage with the Orisas here, but the Orisa does have ultimate on the side of Glenville. So they're going with Curie ult, going on the Widowmaker. Really good idea here. This is all I wanted them to do. I've been wanting to do this for the entire game. Looks like they did not get the Mega. But this should just be a fight one for ODU.
Very easy.
Backline is taken. This guy did invest that too. That is a free ultimate taken down on the side of Old Dominion as well. Looks like they swapped Sigma. I can kind of see what they're doing with that. That's probably better for their comp over Sojourn. I mean over Orisa, because like you have Ana and Kiriko instead.
I'm just bewildered at Glenville right now. That Orisa ult.
Yeah, just an unfortunate there. This is a pretty hard point. Yeah, looking like they are going to stay on the Orisa. I'd recommend they would go to a Sigma mirror as well. But yeah, it looks like they're just using this shield to mark their Widowmaker. I guess they have figured out that Widowmaker is their kryptonite right now, and they are trying to do steps to deal with that.
ODU doing a very good job right now holding the corner, maintaining that pressure on the Widowmaker, being able to keep their backline safe while they deal the tanks of Glenville. We see a lot of poke damage coming out. Artillery comes out here from Anubis on the Widowmaker and Mercy. Will it find a pick? It will not. Does a lot
they did use
damage,
Lamp, though. That did get Lamp out on the enemy team. Looked like they did invest Nano. I don't know on which target. I think it was on the Sojourn Overclock. That is a pick on the Bastion and the Orisa. Looking like on the Baptiste very, very soon as well. Guy is hiding for his life right now. But did they get picked? Did they pick the Widowmaker on corner? I don't know if they did. The Widowmaker nice Mercy is still chillaxing on corner right now. I don't know if they actually get out. Looks like they actually are. Oh, their Mercy did not. Nobody getting a
very
clean
nice
2-tap on that right there.
30 seconds left. This is last fight territory. Not a time you want to be staggered because every second counts when you get to this phase.
Yeah, it looks like Paste has made the swap over to Sojourn with the Mercy pocket. It's looking like they want a mirror here. The thing is they can't really build rail that easily right now because they do have the Sigma on mirror unless their Bastion has an off-angle troll or they don't have a good shield here. Sojourn will kind of just be marked a little bit. Lamp and Window being used very, very early. But he does get speared. Does he go off the map? Oh.
Gets speared out of his ult. Not taken out by an environmental. Very lucky from the side of
a pick on the
Anubis
Sojourn. Anubis is getting another pick here.
In overtime here, Orisa ult comes out from the side of Glenville. Finds nothing.
They do get the
maintaining their pressure on the point. Orisa getting taken down, but low health, too low health, but not getting taken out, finding two picks.
Are they going to C9? Oh, though they do lose their Orisa, though. They do not have Res online yet. I don't know if this will mean a swap from the Orisa onto the team.
Very nice.
Mercy's 1 HP. Oh, unfortunate. They do get the turret up with Curie ult.
Still in overtime here. ODU trying to get Glenville off the point. Nano comes out onto Anubis as the Bastion. Will we see the artillery strike come out? We see it. There it is.
Oh, they are afraid right now. Yeah, I'd be quaking my boots if I was Glenville right now. You don't want to see a nanoed artillery strike coming right down on your forehead. Looks like May ult has been invested, but the Orisa is 1 HP. Just the May and taken down, and they have been taken out there. Yeah, third point, Kingsborough pretty notorious to win with. It looks like Pace really couldn't find an answer. Did start getting marked on third point. They made the swap, but a little far too late on the side of Glenville. Looking like Old Dominion did make the necessary swaps to win that fight, though. Let's see how they actually do this on the attacking point, because if Glenville does decide to just keep that Widowmaker, they're going to have to keep that in check.
It looks like it is actually a best-of-5 series, so we should see a 3-0.
Oh, okay, looking like a cool little typo. I think that's twist number 5 of the night. Can we get a twist number 5 on the counter? Anybody keeping count at home right now? That's like number 5 on the marker right now.
Remember how many twists we get. This will be on your quiz tomorrow.
Yeah. You don't get anything for it except recognition, though. I think actually you will get a VIP badge. If you do DM Byron Henson, please give me 5 VIP badges in chat. In order to do that in Discord, though.
Yep.
Okay, looking like we have 38 seconds. It looks like Old Dominion is going on their bread and butter Lucio Orisa Bastion Baptiste Symmetra comp. I don't know if they're going to be TPing high ground. Looks like Glenville does have the Orisa. They're mirroring the Bastion, but they do have the Baptiste and Mercy. A little damage boost here. I don't really know what Glenville wants a damage boost. I guess they want to damage boost their Bastion here or their May.
You know, that's what I'm thinking we're going to see is the damage boosted Bastion.
Yeah, but here's the big issue, though. As soon as Glenville loses that turret form, they kind of have no way to really live against their Symmetra. Unless they get a pick on that Symmetra every fight, Old Dominion can just win the sustain because they have a Mercy instead. So they can kind of just run them over.
ODU just needs the TP in the backline and run over them before they have a chance to do anything.
Honestly, they could just TP height. They really won't get anything from it, but they'll scare the hell out of Glenville. So that's all I really need to do. Looks like they are TPing high ground.
Up, going high ground.
Looks like they missed the jump, unfortunately. But it's okay. They are this might be a split rotation here. It looks like Bastion is going hotel. They did take point. Oh, but I think Nova will be going down a little short.
Nova staying up due to the lamp from ODU. Lamps from both teams coming out. Nova finding the first pick of the fight.
Again, and on the Orisa.
Very nice fight there for ODU, making it 3 picks as the Mercy 4 or 5 team wipe. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just spooked them with the TP. They're like, oh, they all TP'd high ground? No, it's actually a little pincer play. It's an old Sun Tzu's Art of War play. Make them think where you're actually at, but you currently aren't. You know, and they do get the pick there.
There's an ancient quote, from Confucius. Confucius once said, when you TP high ground on King's Row, do a pincer attack.
Yeah. I didn't really read that in mine, but I did see something very similar in that. I think in this next fight, it's looking like Symmetra and Orisa should be going up right now because they are just going to TP on their backline.
TP goes
They are kind of
down.
just jump scaring Glenville's backline with these TPs every single fight, looking like they're playing a horror game instead of Overwatch. But I guess Orisa Bastion, you can mark that as a horror game by one if you think, in my opinion.
Bastion form or turret form comes out from Anubis, getting a lot of damage down. Window comes out as well. ODU getting control of past the library. Very pivotal moment.
Looks like a passive window though, but they do get the pick on the Mercy again. Rox's gaming has been, no holds bar here, has been the mediated pick every single fight on the side of Old Dominion, unfortunately.
Anubis trying to find that pick. They need to push through that window right now if they are going to survive this fight. Nova finding 2 picks, but Anubis will go down. Paste and Runathy finding 2 more picks,
both
turning the tides of this fight.
Oh, but he does suicide bomb him at the last fight. It looks like, but Runty does solo tire, getting that solo fight for his team. That is a little unfortunate. If you look on the sides of Glenville, it looks like they are coming up on their Orisa and Mercy ult. Valk coming in. But on the side of Old Dominion, we do have our Beat and our Orisa ult and our Wall coming up. 3 very fight-determining ultimates coming out on the side of Old Dominion.
All this has been from this initial, first push out of spawn.
Yeah.
So this has been very good for ODU so far. A lot better than Glenville played at this point in the last round. So a lot of time to play with here. ODU's not.
We're doing the TP.
Very nice TP.
Oh my God!
Nova
back in
with
2016.
TP Orisa ultimate into the backline of Glenville, finding 2. Anubis finding a 3rd very soon after. Very, very easy fight win from ODU as Chalets cleans up the Bastion.
I feel like I'm watching the varsity team right now. Did we have the swap by accident? I think we're having the time swapped here. I thought Old Dominion was facing.
The level of coordination and the level of execution that we just saw was the level of what the varsity players should be doing. That was an insanely good play.
This is just good old Overwatch. I'm just enjoying what I'm seeing here, honestly. I didn't think I'd enjoy watching an Orisa comp, but just good old funny Symmetra. TP haha is going over. Looks like they're walling here a little early.
Anubis getting the early pick in the Bastion 1v1. Bastion diff right there. Wall, coming out performing amazingly, giving ODU a very clear shot.
They are
in the
pushing
backline
past it, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't really mention Glenville did swap to the Junkrat. I don't really think they have an answer there. But if they want to go Junkrat, they kind of
very nice
tailed there, but get TP'd and erased.
Junkrat goes down. What are you talking about? The counter is Anubis. Anubis counters everything.
Yeah, that looks like that is 2 there. This is just like a cleanup for ODU.
Orisa ult comes out from the side of Glenville, but it finds nothing as ODU takes the second map.
That's a clean 2-0 victory currently over Old Dominion. 1 more map to go, and this is just looking like they got the brains, they got the gameplay, they got about everything going on the side of Old Dominion here.
That
I don't really know what to say. That's just Glenville's getting cooked. Glenville is literally just getting cooked.
All right, I think it's time for ODU to stop being mean and give Glenville a chance.
I don't. I think we should just melt these guys. Just keep kicking them while they're down. Just keep kicking them, I think. Actually, you already got them in the dirt at the eco point. You just TP Orisa ulted on them. They didn't even have no idea what was going on. They got jump scared. Like they were like playing Five Nights at Freddy's there, unfortunately. Hit him with a triple jump scare.
I want to see a Ryan comp next match, and I want to see a 360 shatter if this is the route we're going down.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be clicking on Reinhardt. I think Nova is a tried and true horse player, unfortunately, as they are called in the slang of Overwatch. But yeah, that's just a pretty solid Orisa brawl comp. They kind of just run them over. Glenville kind of like having no idea really what to do in the scenario. They're kind of just getting like beat. They're just getting beat up. They're just getting
that
beat.
would
Like
be
they're
a
just getting
good
cooked.
word for it. They are losing.
Yeah, they're just getting they're just losing.
No, it seems like whenever ODU lets Glenville breathe with that pokey comp, that comp that they play at a distance, Glenville is kind of thriving, and I think they picked up on that. Once they switched to that brawl comp, they just rolled over them.
Yeah, it's literally just Old Dominion's tried and true run them over strategy. Just kind of works. Good old Atlanta Reign, I think it was back in the 2018, 2019, just play brawl and win.
Rest in peace, Overwatch League.
I don't know if that's coming up yet. Let's not kick them while they're down there. But unfortunately, again, it's just all that on defense. They're trying to run Ana. They're trying to run Kiriko. They just kind of get melted by a Widowmaker. But all they could have done is go, hey, guys, let's just go back to what we want to know. Let's just go run their Widowmaker over. Let's just go steamroll their comp. That's what they did. They swapped Sigma. They swapped Sojourn a little bit. They got Rails. They kind of just poked their Widowmaker. They marked that one thing that was helping them. Pace got like 14 picks at the first 2 points. After that, they kind of just said, hey, you're not allowed to play the game anymore. So they didn't let that guy play the game, and they just started winning the round.
Yeah, definitely. What did you think about that Echo pick?
I'm gonna keep it at that. Let's just go right back to the Sojourn. Yeah, I don't think about that. Yeah, like Chulik's just been on the Symmetra. Let's go into that Symmetra pick. Actually, yeah, those TPs were pretty goofy. Yeah.
I mean, goofy, yes, but they've been
goofy
effective.
Fun though. Goofy good though. Like gimmickly
goofy good. Yeah, not goofy bad.
Not goofy bad. Not goofy haha. All that.
Not
yeah.
goofy haha. Goofy good.
Yeah, like the Symmetra TP, they go the little spider formation. They have like they TP high ground. They pretend to go on it, and they go, "Oops, I slipped by accident," and they go and they pincer them from 4 separate angles, and they're just like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And they just do that every single fight. They TP on, their Mercy goes, "Oh my god, I'm getting TP'd on. I'm gonna go fly away," and they just get headshot. I mean, it's like
I couldn't say it better myself.
You kind of just like you set the bait. The little guys jump for it, and then you just clean them up. That's what they did every fight. They did have that one fight they actually lost. That was kind of just their DPS suicide bombing on them, unfortunately, every single fight.
Solo tire.
Solo tire, solo bomb. Their Bastion did literally just, I think, run, I don't know, I think it was at the Baptiste face with a bomb and blew themselves and the Baptiste together, but it was just that one little ultimate being picked at the end.
Yep.
And then Orisa's like...
The Soul Junkrat 1v1 with the... I don't even remember who it was.
I think it was a Lucio.
Brings out the tire.
Yeah, he just kind of threw out the tire. Then they just say, okay, guys, let's just TP Orisa ult next fight. And the enemy team is like, guys, they missed the Orisa ult. And then boom, TP right into their whole team. And I think if I had the comms for Glenville right now, I think it would only be, over and over again, we're being TP'd on. And then poof. Yeah, unfortunately.
Definitely. Glenville's comms are definitely, Well,
I can't say that, but I know for a fact there was a few screams in there for my own thing.
100%. A couple screams. I feel like they were very, very worried about the TP. They didn't know how to play around it.
Yeah, that is kind of just how it is. They just kind of TP. The enemy team's like, oh my god, what do I do?
Yeah.
They just got jumbled and scared, and then they just kind of got snowballed.
Well,
yeah, that was just Old Dominion for the first 2 points. They did get snowballed for a bit, but they actually managed to keep it back up for 3rd point. They got their bearings, they made the appropriate swaps, and they actually managed to hold it there. Yeah. Can't say the same for Glenville.
I'm going to leave it at that. I think we are waiting on the next map. If we could get an update, are they picking?
Should be push, if I am correct. And they are currently picking the map right now, though.
Flashpoint?
Flashpoint. Oh, yeah, they did make the swap to Flashpoint as the 3rd point instead of push. Yeah, so I think out of the 2 maps, the best one for Old Dominion is most likely going to be New Junk City, unironically. They really like running this Bastion comp. They like running these Symmetra comp. Symmetra Bastion work pretty well on those points. And Glenville has a pretty notorious issue of running into the smallest choke they can find, like a couple of rats running down a sewer. They like to go down the smallest little angle they can go through, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think New Junk City is probably the best pick for Old Dominion. Let's see if Glenville actually falls in their trap there, or they want to go Servaza, which, to be honest, is the exact same thing, but a little bit easier on the side of Glenville if they can actually take angles.
I don't want to see a lot of hide and seek like we saw last week with the Overwatch team. On Flashpoint, we saw a lot of ODU's varsity team, caught out of place. And
I think that was actually the push map. They actually won the Flashpoint map. They ran JQ and they ran them over.
They won it. It's just we saw a lot of hide and seek from the players, and
Yeah.
It's frustrating for me to watch. I'm not
I'd
talking
rather see
statistically.
hide and seek and win a map over playing and sightseeing the entire map on Esperanza like
That's
they did
fair.
last time.
That's a very
We're
fair
talking about varsity right now. I don't know why we keep speaking about varsity when JV's putting on such a performance right now for us. Like this is prime time television pay-per-view entertainment that I'm watching right now.
JV is about to pull off a 3-0 sweep, like like we knew they were gonna.
Yeah, like I already said, they had it cooked in. Let's see if varsity can keep the exact same momentum going as we go into that. But we should be going to the map very, very shortly. I'm pretty sure here. Can I get an update? I guess we're still waiting. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I think we're just still waiting. I think Glenville is currently like they're trying to wipe their tears from their face right now after being smacked. We're on the third map right now. Looks like Nova has swapped to Junker Queen. Good old New Junk City. They have swapped to Junker Queen. I can't actually see the comp right now because we have a with the overlay. Oh, thank you for pressing tab. I think they can actually hear me from the side right now. Anubis, they have Soldier, Junkrat, Bap, Lucio, and Junker Queen. I don't know really about the Junkrat here, but I would say the Soldier on off angle is pretty good here. Junker Queen into Orisa is a pretty decent matchup. As soon as they get their Orisa ult in, they can just go in with Shout. Looks like they already have wasted a jank ton of cooldowns on the side of Glenville, and they have shouted in. Their Sojourn is caught out. Will they go for the axe? I don't think they will. They had the knife on the Baptiste, but it looks like JQ will be going out very shortly.
Lamp coming out from ODU.
But the Baptiste is one.
Picks
they have
on
better
both
sustain.
sides. Glenville and ODU finding one, but Runty finding two. ODU coming back with two more of its own. It's a 2v.
Yeah, Anubis does pick three. That's what I'm saying. The Soldier off angle just kind of rips them apart on this point in particular. This point in particular, it's like Soldier mayhem. I don't know where Junker Queen went. Oh, he went back and actually managed to help his Soldier there. They do get the point there. Again, that's just a Anubis carry, if I'm going to be honest. That is just like, I don't know what Egyptian god that's supposed to be. I think that's the god of death.
Anubis?
Yeah, I think that one did descend it all to the underworld, though, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah,
Anubis.
like this entire map is just completely enclosed. They have the Junkrat, they have the Soldier on off angle, and they just have JQ.
Anubis is filling his role, being very fitting. He's role playing right now as actual Anubis.
Yeah, I think Glenville is about to start role playing as spare parts when we see this tire coming in very, very shortly. Let's go ahead and see if this will be going in. Beat and Lamp going out. They actually did use both.
That tire was very big actually in getting the beat out. Glenville still no Lamp if ODU decides to push in right now.
ODU is disengaging this fight. Let's see if Glenville does take the bait, though.
It looks like Glenville is going to play it safe, stay inside near the flashpoint. Very nice control there from ODU.
Like Nova going down here. Yeah, unfortunate Lamp miss. Nova is getting a little too big. I think he thinks he's on Orisa right now. I think he's so used to the cooldowns there, he doesn't actually. No, he can't stay in as much as there, but I think they still will be able to win this fight. I think they have Orisa ult on the side of Glenville this fight. Again, I can't see the actual ultimates going on because I think they actually did call for us to be on team spec only. That might actually be the reason that we can't see anything right now.
I wonder who would make that call.
A bunch of sore losers, I think, actually would make that call. But you didn't hear that from me, but you kind of did, so it's A-okay. Looks like we should be going for a Orisa. We should be going for a JQ ult after all these cooldowns are used.
Soldier taking down to very low health will go down to the hands of Runty, but window comes out. ODU trying to find another pick to make the odds even. Lamp going down from Glenville. No picks coming out anymore in this fight. Runty blading. Taking down Clorox, finding another pick on Dakota, and finding a third on
This should just be a point going to Glenville here, unfortunately. There's no way, in any way, that they can actually touch this point, because it's just Flashpoint. Yeah, just a little unfortunate. Again, they have that stopping power. They lost that one fight, almost got that part there, but they did lose the map because it's just Orisa AFK in a corner. Kind of just how that goes. I honestly would like them to swap back to Orisa after they use that JQ. I think the Junkrat was an interesting little niche idea for that point, but as we go to these points that are a tiny bit more open, but technically not, Junkrat's going to actually start suffering.
Right. You know a lot more about Flashpoint than me. Talk about, what goes into deciding what comp to play in a specific Flashpoint.
Yeah, so Flashpoint is kind of one of these points that you want to get space early and win, because like if you win that first fight, you kind of guarantee yourself at least a 50 or 99. And these maps are pretty enclosed, so Brawl really does work well on these. Yeah, it looks like they do have the JQ shout in themselves. They did just pick two
instantly. Dakota Gillette's finding a pick on their own each.
Unfortunate pick there. I think he did see I think he missed time to deflect a little bit. It looks like Baptiste will be going down very short.
ODU does look like they are going to win this fight pretty easily, though.
Old Dominion does, again, have that strategy of winning the first fight every single team fight, but apparently losing the second one. Let's hope JV does not actually fall into that pitfall that Old Dominion keeps every single time. But, will we get this? This should be a solid at least 40% here.
The off-angle Anubis, you know, not something that you said you wanted to see, and now we're kind of seeing it. Well, not really off-angle anymore, but...
Yeah, on that first point, it's pretty good for Soldier here. I wouldn't pretend like they'd be this close. Again, they're kind of pushing into a brawly comp here. They always have beat to mark this because they're just sustaining them. They do counter beat here. I can't see the ultimates being used, but I think that is overclock coming in, if I'm being honest.
Going off audio cues, I do hear ults coming out. You know, Orisa ultimate comes out, finds Dakota, Gillette's finding pace. Runty taking down Anubis and Clorox wipes as well. ODU trying to hold onto the point for as long as possible. Gillette's will go down.
Yeah. That's just kind of how it goes. Look how many percentage points they got there. That's literally just one fight left on that point. This is how this game mode goes.
Yeah.
Not to say anything about the game mode, but yeah, that is kind of just how this whole game mode goes. You win the first fight, you get a solid 60 to 80%. Usually just one fight territory. I don't really know the ultimates. I think JQ is the only person with ult besides Pulse Bomb coming on the field here. The enemy team, I think they should be...
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Window, we already used JQ. It looks like we have Pulse. I think the enemy team actually has nothing except Window coming in very, very shortly.
We will have Pulse. I'm wondering if they are going to wait for the Window to come out, or they will use the Pulse.
Yeah, there is the Lamp.
There is Lamp. Will we see a big Pulse Bomb here?
Yeah, looks like that. Yeah, that was like a big pulse. That was like a big pulse. Yeah, that is too.
Clorox finding the Orisa from Glenville 4v3 situation.
Both Baptists are dead.
3v2 situation in favor of ODU. 2 members of Glenville left. I believe Lucio and some other one that I can't see.
See, here's the issue though. I think both teams did lose their Lucio, but both teams, Old Dominion did not lose their players first. But actually, they didn't even touch the point. They both died really late. That's actually really good staggers for Old Dominion. I don't know why they didn't decide to touch the point there, but to each their own. It's A-okay. And they have point presence as well, I'm pretty sure, very, very shortly. They swapped their Lucio for a Kiriko, unfortunately. I don't know the idea there. Yeah, if you just look at Glenville's comp, they're just kind of like, they kind of just stole Dominion's comp. They put in their own little twist. They have the Genji Sojourn instead of the Bastion Symmetra. I guess they are a little uncomfortable on those. But yeah, we kind of just have like more of a spammy type of comp here. We have JQ wants to sustain, but if she tries to go into their comp, she kind of just gets erased.
Yeah.
Can't really sustain through it either.
Well, let's see how ODU fares when they unlock the flashpoint. Window comes out from Glenville, forcing ODU to take cover on the point. Runty blading again, finding 2 picks for Glenville. Lucio from Glenville. That's going to be.
Yeah, I think that's the first fight Old Dominion has lost in the entire game. That has been a first fight, not fights lost in general.
Yeah.
But that is the first time they've actually lost a fight. I think it's just a comp issue, honestly. They just went back to their good old comfort Orisa run them over comp. They kind of just win this, I think.
You want to go ahead and press tab? Will you go ahead and press tab, please?
We're on Moira. Looks like we're swap Orisa, man. Just go to Orisa. Just go Orisa, Bap, Lucio, and you win. Please.
Well,
I want to see that comp.
You see the Moira pick come out, maybe thinking more of a mobility, switch is needed. Not really sure how ODU wants to approach this point. Glenville's stuck pretty hard onto the point. Genji, no dash from Glenville. Visor comes out. He will be punished for that, and he does go down. 2 picks from Anubis. Beat comes out, but it is far too late from Glenville. He was beating for the next game. And ODU will
honestly, I think he just wanted to press his button. It looks like Old Dominion did get off the point for a little bit there. And you look at it, Flashpoint, another fight. They're a little slow. They don't have Lucio to actually touch, and that's just 82%. Already 1 fight left on that point, and it looks like Chulets to get back. They did get picked, but it is Tracer,
and
so
what
it doesn't
does
really matter that much.
Flashpoint go to?
Flashpoint goes to 3 points. At max, there's 5 points in the actual game. It's currently 1-1.
Gotcha. So it's best of 5?
It's best of 5 as well, yeah, kind of. Best of 5 that we're going right now. We just got to get to the 3rd point. They have Cassidy now, I think, instead of the Genji, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I did notice that. Looking like they will be going out with a Rissel very shortly. They have that and most likely close to overclock.
I think ODU wants them to clump up here as we see the JQ ult comes out. Big purple. Nova does find a pick with it. Cassidy going down to the hands of ODU, followed soon after by Paste. Very, very well.
Yeah, those are not ultimates you want to use after your whole team has been antied, unfortunately. I think they did go with the Rissel. I don't know if they use anything else there, but they did kind of just get melted. That should be another point 1 for Old Dominion. Their team has Lucio, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if they'll actually be able to touch in time just from respawns.
I don't know if... Can you press tab really quick? Okay, yeah, we can't see.
They're on Life Weaver now. They're definitely not touching. Yeah. These maps are just so in my opinion, poorly designed that if you just win one fight, you get to 60. You might lose, but you have a maximum of like 3 fights on any point, which you think would be good, but
So is
not
that
really.
a map design problem, or do you cap the point too fast problem?
That's a map and a core game mode design problem, unfortunately. Got the worst of both worlds on these maps. But it's how it's designed, so I can't really complain too much about it.
Gotta play around it.
Yeah, gotta just play around and adapt to it. Looks like Old Dominion does have more point presence here. I think the enemy team will be overclocking. I think it's the only ult they actually
3
have
ultimates
online.
from the side of ODU, and I think coming up on 2 more, making a full team ultimate economy.
Yeah, they do get a pick
Anubis
on Sojourn
easy
here
pick
now immediately.
From Anubis onto Paste, making it a 4v5 situation off rip. Anubis finding another one easily. It's just too easy for Anubis. Nova finding a pick soon after, and that will be a team
Did just
fight.
pistol whip their Baptiste in the mouth, and the Orisa is taken down, unfortunately, for the side of Glenville. Yeah, it just looks like Glenville has no idea what they're doing, if I'm being honest. Like, they had an idea. They stole Old Dominion's comp. They won just from AFKing in a choke, but now Old Dominion just showing their greater game skill and knowledge here.
You have the polished, finished product, which is ODU, and then you have the knockoff.
Yeah, like we're like name brand great value right now, if I'm
Yes.
being honest. But yeah, looking like we have 2 ults. I think it was Soldier and Baptiste, if I want to say correctly. No, it was a Kiriko ult, actually. Yeah, so we just kind of have here. We just have Curie Visor. As soon as they whiff their spin here, we should just be a free kill. Like, their backline is pretty sustainable, but
We do see Visor ready to go here. JQ in the back line of Glenville. Sorry about that. I do expect to see the Visor here. Yep, there it is. Big position to be in. Oh! Nasty shot from the Sojourn from Glenville, finding a pick on Anubis after a pick on someone else. And Glenville will take
that's just
that
a little
fight.
unfortunate. Looks like ODU is going to get staggered a tiny bit here unless they can get out. Unfortunate.
You know, credit where credit is due. That was a pretty clutch
Looks
shot
like
from the Sojourn.
Glenville is actually not going to touch here. They're not trying to engage this. They just ult?
Did they?
I swear I just heard that.
I wish that there was a way that, you know,
Yeah, I
spectators
wish,
could
but I'm
see
pretty.
ultimate.
I'm like 95% sure I just heard a Biomore come out. I think they're Orisa ulting for BM. I think they're BM Orisa ulting. It's A-okay. They're going to have Tree online here, but I think they will have the opportunity to mirror it.
Gates
Window
come
here,
out.
walk
They're just
right
gonna
past
run
it.
right past the
Mental
window.
Life, but they have that. But that shouldn't really matter. They have Window coming out. That is a spin. But that's going to affect their
They were
cooldown here.
forced back into the front of the window by that.
But if
Orisa
ODU
push.
does die here very early, they can touch still.
They also have the Tracer. They have the Moira. They have the Soldier.
They have a lot of touch potential. They don't have the Lucio, unfortunately, but they have a lot of things. They have everything else.
They have a lot of independent characters that can get there. It's just trying to get that. They'll be able to touch easily.
They should touch here. That's what I'm thinking. They have their JQ ult. They can just kind of run them over. They have no way to actually
They need to
cancel
touch
J ult
soon,
with
though.
that one. Yeah, there's their touch there.
Going down
I don't know
very,
if it's
very
actually
early in the
yeah, they
fight.
did get overtime, but they have no Spear. I don't know who they anti because I can't see, but they
Lamp
did light
comes
up
out from
and there.
Glenville. Clorox finding a pick on Runty, evening the odds, finding another one, and both supports from
okay,
ODU
both supports.
taking down people from Glenville. Paste finding a pick on Anubis, evening the odds in Glenville's favor.
Yeah,
but
you think
Clorox,
it's like normal here, but it's just Kiriko and support here. I don't know if they're actually going to C9 though.
they need to get back on the point and deal with that Tracer.
Yeah.
Nova taking down the Life Weaver. It is just the Tracer and JQ left. Oh, make that the Orisa and the Tracer as well as
Yeah,
JQ.
they had to waste pulse there. You think that was going gore on Old Dominion's side because they did have both supports with the Junker Queen up against just an Orisa, but they did kind of get a little split there. I think honestly, if they did just go Orisa here, this would be a pretty cut and dry game. But looks like they have mirrored the Baptiste Kiriko still in the JQ. Again, their JQ isn't really going to be able to go in and run anybody over here because you don't really have the Lucio to maintain with it. But a 2-2 up here, trying to put this neck to the neck as they can. I think Glenville should actually have the point presence here, if I'm being honest, because they did have fights there before. Yeah, this fight will be Old Dominion going in first here. They do get the pick on to Pace, though. Anubis does find that early pick, as he's done, I think, 4 out of 5 first fights here.
Very nice early pick from Anubis, like we've seen every single round of this series.
Another
Chilette's
pick.
finding a pick, making it 3v5 for ODU. This should be a very clean fight. Anubis taking down the Orisa
just
from
clean up
Glenville.
now.
This is the last point that ODU needs to go 3-0, which they will, obviously. It's just a, you know.
They're just putting it out for the stats. They just got to put it up for us home. I'm glad, though. They are all ganging up on that pedal platform. I don't know what that piece of flour did to them,
I wish
but I
I
guess
heard the comms for that.
I think I could guess, but I don't think I could actually say that on stream. It's A-OK, though. We already have 23% on the field. They should be going with Orisa ult and Overclock close to window, and I'm pretty sure they should have Lifeweaver ult, if I'm being honest, on that fight as well. I don't know Old Dominion's ultimate side. I didn't actually get a peek when we pressed tab for half a microsecond there, but we'll be close on a lot of ults here. We have coming up on 5 ults. We have Visor close enough, but we do get the pick off of Chulitz here. We are going to be down 1 this fight.
4v5 situation. Visor to make up for it. Nova will take down Runty.
That will be Orisa ult coming in very, very
Visor
shortly.
coming
I think
out.
Visor here.
Racer trying to get to the back line of ODU, not able to find anything. Visor keeping Glenville at bay, stalling for more and more percent, giving ODU's team to get back to the point, regroup. Lamp comes out. Very interesting time to use Lamp there from Glenville, keeping the back line alive from the Anubis. Obviously a huge threat for Glenville, something they need to deal with. Orisa goes down after Gates and Window comes out from ODU. Anubis kept alive.
Does Mr. President, he does grenade jump on it. This
Anubis
is looking pretty bad.
Taken down.
Oh, but they do mirror with a JQ ult.
They just need to win this fight. They are in last fight territory. It is currently overtime. Nova, can he clutch it up? Axe comes out, walking through the window, not able to stay alive. And Glenville will switch the percentage.
Here's the thing, though. They just got 99 off that entire thing. You might have seen it. Might have been like felt like 5-10 seconds, but they just need to win one more fight. They win the entire game.
What are our ults looking at right now?
I think we used everything that fight, if I'm being honest. But press tab and we can see. Yeah, we did use everything, but I think the enemy team did as well. The only thing I think that didn't happen was overclock on the side of Glenville. So they will be up at least 1 ultimate, I think, in this fight.
If no one gets picked early and we kind of have a long poke phase, give Anubis time to build that Visor. I think that'll give us the edge we need to, kind of clean sweep them here off this last point. Nova taking early space, getting the high ground, almost crossing the bridge.
We pick on their Baptiste again. There's the early pick again.
There's the early pick from Anubis. Every single fight.
There's that overclock. Oh, does DQ die here? Oh, that is not what you want to see. But they do mirror up here.
2v4 situation, I do believe. 1v4 situation.
ODU
will
looking like clean up at this
Glenville and take the point, and I do believe they will be taking the map, and I think that means that they will be taking the entire series
clean 3-0 like I did mark here. That is,
State.
I think, the first win Old Dominion has had in this semester career so far, JV or varsity. Yeah, I'm just saying, that's just clean old victory, off angle on side, and you just kind of just carry the game. Anubis pick every single time. They have no idea how to deal with it. Their Orisa is just kind of standing in the middle of nowhere, just taking shots from all angles, unfortunately. I think that would have been a solid 3-0 if we did swap to Orisa, but to each their own.
It was still a solid 3-0. It was a little shaky at the end, but they were just trying to give Glenville some confidence.
Yeah, you want to the thing is, you give them the confidence and you just rip it from them at the last second. They think they're going to pick, and then Dodge just doesn't dodge that helix right in the mouth, and it just implodes right in front of their whole team. I know as soon as they saw that, Glenville just started praying for a victory. They saw that victory a little bit when they saw that JQ go down, but then Orisa just gets 2 shots to the head. Their Sojourn just gets 1 shot too. All that just taken down on a side of 3-0. JV Varsity does go 3-0 versus Glenville Pioneers, I'm pretty sure.
JV Overwatch.
JV Overwatch to get their first match. JV
you said
Overwatch.
JV Varsity.
JV. Well, I'm saying both about to get the 3-0s very, very shortly. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Varsity definitely has to pull their own weight if they want to match the performance we just saw. The clean 3-0 against Glenville State. But now we have Varsity Overwatch against the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
Yep.
Very nice. We are going to take a short break while we get into the Varsity Overwatch lobby and get some things set up on our end. Don't go anywhere. We have an exciting match against Oakland coming up.
Now, stay tuned.
I was just informed that we have a very special guest in the chat tonight. Everyone in chat, I want you to give a good ODU warm welcome to Boise State Mom. Hi, Boise State mom. We're glad you're here. Thank you. All right. Stay tuned.
Okay, guys, we're actually entering the map for varsity. It took a little too long. We're already 3-0 eventually. Okay, GG's Old Dominion are currently 3-0 already. And we're on the wrong side. This is great.
World record time for a 3-0. You know, feels great.
World record here. Look like enemy team has Frothy Philly 7. Okie doke.
Frothy Philly 7, you know, I'm expecting Frothy Philly 7 to be a pivotal team or a pivotal player for the side of Oakland. You know, Frothy Philly 7, I've heard a lot about him. What do you know about Frothy Philly 7?
Can't say much. I think it's more of a elusive player, I think, actually. I haven't done my homework, unfortunately. But it looked like Old Dominion is running the tried and true spam comp they like to run.
Index
they have
on the Hanzo.
Hanzo Alari, Sojourn, Baptiste, Rissa. It looks like enemy team is running Zarya. They're just going to run them over, kind of. They kind of have Zarya. They have little Rissa counters here. I'm expecting ODU to do stuff. If they don't put out at least one TP Orisa ult this entire round, I'm going to be mad. Like, this entire game, they don't do it once, I'm going to be really, really mad.
ODU trying to get some poke damage off. Oakland able to get the control of the Bell Room. I don't know what you would call that. Carbon finding the pick on the Jokajoy in the Sojourn 1v1 early in the fight. Just ODU absolutely feeding damage into those Zarya bubbles, not making it easy for them to play up close, and it looks like Oakland is going to back up a little bit and try to make
Index did actually get picked. I bet he was on the off angle. I guess he got right-clicked 4 times across the map and did just catch them, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A-okay, though. Not really, but we are kind of down 1, still trying to take this fight. Here's the issue, though. ODU's comp kind of does get countered by Oakland's comp kind of hard. So
you want to see some comp changes is what you're saying.
Well, they could play into it, but they kind of have to force bubbles, not give charge, and then kind of just hope they don't build rail enough for one of them to get picked. But it's going to be a little tough if they don't get an early pick here.
It's going to be very, very tough for ODU to push into this choke point, especially against this.
If you are looking, though, they did have to use Lamp, but they do have Alari ult online. They do have that in the mirror window. They have actual support ult advantage here because they are running Alari.
But they do get finding a pick as well as X+X. Very nice picks from ODU. Taking down 3, make that 4 as Hayet's Lion finds the 4th. ODU will clean up Oakland and take the point back.
So they are trying to mark the Sojourner. I don't think they actually get the kill on it. I hope they don't int for this. That's really close. They did get the win here. It only took 1 ult there. It looks like Oakland will have the ult advantage here. Grab coming up. As long as Old Dominion does not stagger too much here, they should be able to live this grab pretty easily. But it looks like they are kind of a little too close here. They kind of want to give up. But
window comes out.
That's a pretty bad window. I would back up if I'm on them, but it looks like they want to fight into it.
I'm expecting to see the grab here try to drag them in front of the
I don't think anything
window,
else is coming out here. I think they're just cleaning up here already. Have we used anything?
2 picks.
Okay, yeah. Oakland won that fight off of window alone. I think, honestly, they could have just dodged that, but it looks like Index did get a little too close to the Genji there, did get picked out, and then just kind of clean up after that point. Yeah, that is not what I wanted to see. At least one ult being taken out here is what I would have liked. In at least anything but their window. Like maybe their grab got taken out, that would have been pretty good. It looks like Old Dominion might be countering up here. They have their ult advantage right now. Arc already coming up on another Captive Sun here.
I don't want to see the same exact window that Oakland just did right now. I want to see a different window from ODU. To try to capitalize on that off angle, maybe push straight to the point.
Let's see if they actually go counter here. They're trying to block grab, but like they kind of can't play slow here. They have no way to actually. They get the pick on the Zarya, but it really doesn't matter.
It does not matter. As
if he Orisa here, you might be trolling the game. He did get pick on BAP, but like they're not going to win this fight.
Jokajoy trying to find something, finds the Genji very late into the fight. That may come back to benefit ODU as the rest of his team is coming back.
Here's the issue. They're roaming on 5 ults here, but Frothy Philly and Crawley will be back very, very shortly just because they have the speed boost. Unless their Lucio's playing up for some reason. I think he's going to taxi right now. It looks like they're going to take a fight main. They have overclock advantage, but it will just kind of be a grab blade here. If they all try to play stacked here,
window
will be touching.
Window main, and we see the Sojourn ult come out.
Like Sojourn's just taking a pretty aggressive angle here. They do beat here. It looks like Sojourn is going to be caught out for his misplay there.
4v5 situation in favor of Oakland. Make that 3v2. Make that a team wipe for ODU.
And it's just Old Dominion just kind of like not knowing what to do when they get ran over. They have the comp. They have to choose to either run away, which they can't really do because they have BAP Alari instead of the BAP Lucio, or they have to take the fight there. And they decided to do neither. They did the worst of both, unfortunately, there and just kind of got ran over.
Yeah.
The Zarya Symmetra, well, they didn't really have Symmetra. They did that for TP. Their Zarya comp with the Sojourn kind of just builds rail and charge off their comp there. They kind of just have the way to just speed over them and just melt up all their resources. And if they really don't take angles, they don't try to live here. They're Baptiste and, like, not their Baptiste, they're Index and Xbox to be off-angling together here and looking for a pick on either Soj or their Baptiste here. But they're trying to play like more brawly here over anything for some reason. They don't really have a brawl comp. Looks like they are mirroring the Zarya here. I don't know if they're actually
Joey going on to the Ashe.
I don't really know how I feel about their comp. Their comp looks kind of mixed matched here. Like they kind of want to run the Sojourn, but they kind of don't at the same time. Like they have everything basically the same except for the Lucio.
Frothy Philly switching to the Genji.
See, here's the thing. If they're not going high ground, what's the point of even being Ashe in the first place? Like you're just kind of a worse Sojourn here. And look, he's already down here. Like there's no point in even being. If you want to be Ashe there, you want to be on high ground. Because if you're not on high ground, you're kind of just a walking target. Especially on a map that's so enclosed on that one angle, they just get 2 picks there for free. Yeah, like they just kind of build Sojourn ult off of anything there. If you're all going to play close, it's just free railguns for their team. Has this Carbon picking 3, and they just kind of get clean up after that. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just like the ODU doesn't really look warmed up at all. They kind of just look like they're just chilling and just dying over and over again. They keep taking the same misplays here. Joey kind of just swapping the thing. They could have just done this from the start. Echo is like an interesting idea there, but you kind of won't be able to kill anything because honestly they just have sustain, they have Sojourn to live, they have bubbles, they have Genji to live too. That guy is inting his brains out, but again, he's not going to die because your team can't really follow up.
Index trying to find a pick on that high ground, not able to find much. A lot of hit scan from Oakland preventing from Index doing any real pushes down the main choke. Yeah. He's going to have to take an off angle if he wants to get
Lucio is inting his brains out. He does get picked by that, thankfully.
Adelot finding the pick on
I don't think
they're
going to win this fight.
Joey getting taken down.
Yeah, it's just another pick. That's just going to be another cleanup. They have to like split, but they get an advantage and they just give up. Like, they get the pick, but again, like, that pick doesn't really matter in the whole main thing of it. Like, if you look at Oakland's team there, their comp on ultimates is just, like, everybody has their ult except their Lucio, and their Lucio doesn't really have a chance to do anything because they're not doing much damage. Look at Old Dominion side, Joey has made another swap here, but they're 55% on that. They're close on all their ults. They're getting a little bit lapped and grabbed here, but that just kind of is how it goes when you lose 2 fights in a row here. It's already 60% onto Oakland's side here on this second point. They're trying to give up somewhere. Their Lucio's inting again, but just unfortunately,
not able to
small
find
micro there, yeah. I would have gone, they just have here, they just live, they have lamp, they have everything here. They can't win this. They get reflected. Oh, this is just dreadful. I think like my eyes just started bleeding, unfortunately, but like it's just kind of how this goes. They have one more fight here, but they're gonna stagger the Solari a little bit. They pick him out. And I don't even think Oakland used a fight here besides Blade. They have Beat coming up. They have their window. They haven't been forced to use their grab or their overclock or their window at all this entire game. I get most here. I think they're going to try to copy their Zarya and do double Zarya, but like Index is like taking this fight on right side all by himself. They're not even going to touch. They get grabbed main. They have no idea.
He's going to have to go now if he wants to touch.
He goes Lucio, but like he's not going to touch anyway.
He's got it.
He got it, but like you just had to give up copy for it, and they died with their grab. They didn't even build grab this entire round. It's just like, I don't know what to say. It's just dreadful, if I'm being honest. Like, they kind of just didn't do anything.
In the words of Gordon Ramsay, that was rancid.
Yeah, and in the words of Gordon Ramsay, like they didn't cook. They was just raw. It's raw. Like it was just all raw, bro. It was all raw and wrong. Like that was just dreadful, man.
Well,
like coming off the performance of JV, it was like technically a little bit lower, but like I had fun watching it. That was like great.
That round left something to be desired for sure.
I'm desiring them to actually warm up is what I think. Because like they had 3 fights, they get a pick, and then they just lose. Like they had no idea what they want to do. They don't want to run on anything. They don't have any running potential. Honestly, if I be honest, like just go Lucio. Just go Lucio Bap. Just go your brawl comp. You can just do what JV did and you have the same success if you want to run them over, but you're just stuck on just chilling there. You're doing nothing.
I would like to see Varsity copy the same, comp.
Yeah, it's just the issue is like they have a here's the main issue though. They have a comp that they like to solely run, and whenever that comp is challenged by any counters, they are done for. Yeah. They don't have any comps in the reserve. They have that one comp, but that's about it. It's like a one-trick pony comp, but the one-trick pony has like I don't even know a good analogy.
Yeah, good analogy. I was gonna let you roll with that one.
The one-trick pony comp has like a crippling allergy to like peanuts, and now they're against like an entire peanut farm. Like they're just getting peanuts thrown at them, and they're just losing. Like this one-trick pony comp is just really allergic to that one comp that Oakland is running currently. It's just kind of over. Let's see if we can actually get a better win here against the Oakland Golden Glizzies. I think it is currently here for the next fight. We should be getting out that really shortly. But yeah, hopefully they can win this fight. Hopefully it's just a warm-up round. See how that can go really shortly here. Should be getting to map 2 very soon. It is Old Dominion's pick. It should be hybrid. I want to be honest. I think it's going to be Scrims Row.
When is it not?
When is it not? Whenever Old Dominion loses that map, I can tell that second one's coming in. We might be down 0-1 right now. They might not be able to get the clean 3-0, but they should be able to get at least a one map up one.
I've never cast at a game that has not played King Zero the second round or the second map.
Yeah, you've only casted Old Dominion games. Those are our 2-point picks.
Okay, but confirmation bias and
that's more the Old Dominion bias.
Aside, I think
I'm gonna be honest.
King's
the only
Row
reason that we didn't see
map.
Lee Jang Tower this map is because we lost a coin toss. I'm like 95% sure, and then they picked Busan. So I think honestly, like. No, I'm thinking about it. I'll give ODU some slack. I'll cut ODU some slack. They probably haven't played Busan ever in their lives. They probably only go Lijiang in their scrims. So maybe just a bad map pick. They go Scrims Row. Let's see how they do in Scrims Row instead. We get that map win. Then as long as Oakland doesn't pick any goofball comps, like in goofball maps, we should be good, unfortunately, there.
Yeah, fingers crossed for no goofy bad, just goofy good, haha.
Yeah, like fingers crossed, goofball comps, goofball maps. ODU's 2 weaknesses are like not taking as much, and we should be good to go.
What are we looking at like on the map situation?
Looking like we're already in the map. That is our situation right now, unfortunately. But I hope you can't see it. That looks like Scrims Row. Look like game 1 apparently. Oh, map 2, game 1. I don't really know what that means. I think this is actually technically game 2, but.
It's okay.
Don't want me to nitpick here. It's A-okay. Looks like they did pick defense side first. Old Dominion does have attack right here. They are running Zarya on this map instead of their Rissip comp. I guess they are kind of just afraid of the Zarya comp. Looks like Oakland hasn't made any changes from Busan.
Why would they? They won
I don't know.
So easily
I
last
didn't
round.
say
Why
that they
would
really
change?
needed to do anything. But yeah, kind of makes sense. Let's see if Old Dominion can actually cut through this, though. They have the Bastion now. Here's the issue, though. They're just gonna give that Zarya as much charge as they physically can. Well, I think Oakland is actually managing not to give out much at all. So let's see how this goes.
I am interested to see how it goes. We have
Looks like I think their Lucio is seizing out right now, unfortunately. So maybe they might be down a player while this goes. We might need to call 911 very shortly.
Someone call someone. That Lucio is having a medical emergency. Oh,
I think he sobered out. I think they might have. He might be injecting before the match, but say okay. I can see how that might be going in here. Looks like Old Dominion is running out with the Zarya comp. I think they're gonna try to TP height. I want to be honest. I like the Bapalari comp, but I don't like Old Dominion on the Bapalari comp. I'm being real. I think honestly they benefit just from running straight brawl on Lucio because looks like they did TP right here. Did they just miss? Did they do a Sun Tzu? I missed the Sun Tzu. Looks like Jokojo did get caught.
Confucius says TP split.
Yeah, they are down one the Bastion there. They just kind of get caught out. This could set up an entering pincer, but they have actually messed up on one bubble already. 2 charge on the side of ODU. 40% there. Genji did int a little bit, but he will be able to get out there for free.
Just dashing through the backline of ODU, getting plenty of charge for Zarya for the side of Oakland. The entire ODU team kind of just holding on the high ground, waiting for Oakland to meet them up there.
Yeah, it's looking like Oakland is just bored, and they kind of want to go challenge them because they have the numbers advantage. And it looks like both Babs have been taken down, but again, both Babs are taken down, and they have bubble and just a team up advantage, and they just kind of lose.
ODU needs to.
Jokojo is dead again. Unfortunately, I think Jokojo. Sorry.
Jokojo going down to Frothy Philly 7. And
yeah,
like I
Frothy
said early,
Philly.
Frothy Philly 7 it was going to be a powerhouse for Oakland, and we are seeing that.
Yeah, I think
here.
Frothy Philly is doing a pretty good job of just
Frothy
making sure
Philly
Jokojo can't play the game. Oh, my bad. I thought it was 1 through 6, unfortunately. But yeah, you look at it, we have a grab advantage here, but if you look on the side of DPS ults compared to Old Dominion versus Oakland, it just kind of looks like they have both 2 to our none. We do window. We get a pick on Frothy Philly, but we have lost our tank and the Symmetra in the trade.
Frothy Philly 7 going down on the side of Oakland actually has huge ramifications for ODU here. They need to take advantage of the situation that they've put themselves in. Jokojo is split from the rest of ODU.
Yeah. I'm just going to be honest. They are on the Reaper pick. It's looking like they are getting a little creative here. I'm going to be honest. I despise this Bapalari comp that OD Dominion is running. It's not a bad comp, but I don't think OD Dominion really knows how to play it is the issue. I think they're just like, can't get a pick on it. They no idea really what to do here. Getting a little frustrated. Again, like if you just look at Oakland's ult advantage to Old Dominion, they just...
I think they're just holding ults for the last fight Oakland does.
Oh,
Grab comes out.
I think you're just dead wrong. There goes that lamp. That should be down their whole team. They kind of Alari ulted into a grab combo. The whole team is dead. Except for Baptiste, Bastion, and Elari, my mistake.
I think this is a good time to practice my impression. Hold on.
I don't think the mic can pick up you whistling, but
Yeah, I don't think you can.
I don't know why. What
Imagine I
impression
did
you're
a
trying
cool cricket impression.
Oh, you're trying to do a cricket impression. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I guess honestly, yeah. Not really much to do here. We're kind of just getting full health here. I think, like, Xbox is down again. Again, they have used one ult in the past 3 minutes, and Old Dominion has used 4, I think. And they've gotten a pick at least with one of them each time, but they end up getting 3 picks in return on the enemy team for it.
ODU needs to take advantage of the picks and the space.
Listen, all I'm saying is they grab one. They're going to beat it. They grabbed early. They haven't grabbed yet. That's coming out. Beat's going to come out very, very shortly.
ODU as well.
They do pick up the Lucio, though, and the Lamp. But they get picked again. They have lost Zarya. They have the Zarya advantage, BAP advantage, and they're just kind of done.
ODU giving up a 4-3 lead in losing the team fight to a Frothy Philly 7 in the back line.
If you look at it, technically we have more ults advantage, but again, we have 18 seconds on the board, and we are still down a player on Old Dominion side.
ODU just needs to get 1 tick here, and then they can defend the point from there. It's going to be hard to defend the point when there are 0 ticks on the board. They're going to have to keep Oakland off the point completely. Blade comes out from Oakland. Frothy Philly 7 will find Hayes line in the back line of ODU. Adelot trying to
Can we get a Reaper
pick.
5-man here? Can Reaper guy come out with his ultimate? A little unfortunate. It is actually Tuesday instead of Friday, so we are not going to be seeing any Reaper gameplay out right now. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm just bored, I'm going to be honest. Like, it's just Old Dominion's running that comp. They don't know how to run it at all, and they're just kind of like running it. They're just getting ran over and over again. I can't tell there wasn't really any warm-up, but like, it's just Bapalari, but neither of you actually take an angle or do anything, so you kind of just die. Like,
I don't know what else. I mean, there's not much to be said.
I'm just saying, like, if you look at Old Dominion's comp versus Oakland's, it's just like, it's that peanut allergy. That's that little peanut allegation again. They just have that allergy, and they're just getting peanuts shoved right down their throat. They try to go Bastion. They have Zarya. They have Genji. Oh, they shoot with turret. They use both bubbles because they haven't been forced out yet. And they just get 80 charge. They just perma-form your Zarya. You lose turret. They go in on you with Lucio BAP. They have Sojourn to get rail off of you when you don't have Sojourn. And they just pick your other team. And you have X-Blast. And you have Hayes Lion who should be on like little opposite angles that can maybe poke them out. But like, if they go with too far and off an angle, they just kind of get rolled. And they're still on it. They have the Reaper.
Pick coming. The Rhine! I see the Rhine!
Yeah, do you think they're going to get a shatter, though?
I think they're going to get a 360
I think if you look at Oakland's
King's
comp, I think you're going to realize that...
Listen.
Okay, they're
Although they only need 1 tick to win this map, I believe that Adelot can charge his slam up in the time that it takes for Oakland to make it from the spawn doors to the point, and I believe he'll pull off a 360 shatter.
You want to do predictions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it looks like they just swapped their whole comp. They actually have a Reinhardt mirror here, but they have the Mei.
Amazing. One of them's going to do a 360 shatter.
I think we'll see a 360 pen, if I'm being honest. Yeah, there's just that wall. They have shot 3 separate pillars of the wall. It's just showing how little that is. They have pinned away. Now they don't have pin advantage. I think Crawley's going to pin to their whole team, if I'm being honest. Let's just do this in a second. 3, 2... Okay, they use lamp, actually. They have walled again. Both lamps are done, unfortunately. But Jokerjoy's about to go down in 5 seconds. Okay, looks like we actually managed to live that there.
Both shields very low for both teams right now. Adelot being kept alive by his team.
Here's the issue, though. Adelot is there. I think he
finds the charge.
He does get the charge, though. That is
1v1.
crazy,
Adelot
but he is going down after it.
dominated.
Let's see if they can win the thing. They did get Lucio, though, but they have closer spawns. If they actually take this fight too long, okay, they did pick the Mei. Here's a big issue. Okay, Jokerjoy did get an unfortunate pick at the end there. That is really, really bad on the side of Old Dominion. Here's the issue, though. Mei comes in, just walls that Reinhardt, who is going aggressive, and they just kind of lose. But they've already taken it. They have window. They don't have window. They're going to have window, but they have already taken angles here. They already have point advantage. Reaper's in the side of it. Thought he had Wraith, forgot. Not enough cooldown tracking there. Mei's on the side. It's just 2 picks on there. I don't think we're going to build a shatter. We're close.
We are very close. We're going to build it. Have faith.
Yeah, there's a little bit of shooting gallery here, unfortunately. Didn't get that shatter. Yeah, just like Old Dominion wins a fight, but they lose the fight in the same way by just existing. They just kind of like to chill on off angles that are like in front of the entire enemy team's like stride there. Yeah, you can see my caster's like falling asleep here. He's actually lost his glasses here. But like, I mean, like, there's not really much to say. You just like every fight you just get picked early and you just lose. It's just kind of no hold bar. It's just kind of embarrassing, if I'm being honest. It's kind of a little embarrassing.
You go from, our JV team pulled off not only a 3-0 win, not only, clean takes and clean holds and clean control, they pulled off an Orisa TP.
That is like a funny gimmick, but I have to admit, JV actually kind of just looks like the more competent team here.
Yeah.
It's just more so like it looks like their teammates are like synergized. They know what to do. They know how to cover each other's weaknesses. They know how to take angles. That's the biggest part. They know how to take angles. I think honestly, if you like swapped out Anubis for Joka Joey or Index here, I think it'd be the exact same. If I'm being honest, it might actually be a little bit better. Granted, Old Dominion is going against a harder team, but like JV's Overwatch team actually knows how to disengage a little bit. They know how to actually play their characters a tiny bit. They know how to actually do team fights and use ultimates.
Yeah, I saw a lot more team fights than I've seen so far.
Yeah, when I see Old Dominions, if you put this in front of me right now, you told me which team was at varsity, which team was JV, I'd have a hard time telling you this team is varsity, if I'm being for real. Because apparently the average of this team is 3.8. Again, and apparently Old Dominion's run is 3.9 or 4K. But it's looking like they don't really scrim anything. I think they scrim once a week, and I don't really think they are doing much of anything right now. It looks like, if I'm being honest, it looks the exact same as last week. Or even a little bit worse, if I'm being honest here. Like, it's just kind of annoying.
I wanted to see change.
I wanted to see progress at least.
I wanted to see.
It's the same mistakes is what's annoying. It's just the same mistakes.
It's frustrating. It's definitely
like, granted, it's your one-trick pony comp versus like the peanut shooter that's just like dumping peanuts down your throat like it's a circus fair, and like you're like the clam from SpongeBob, and like they're all throwing peanuts at you, and you're just a one-trick pony team. You're just getting annihilated. But like even then, like spit the peanuts back out. Like try something, man. But like you're just here. You're just like swallowing all the peanuts. You're just losing. Like do something else, man. Like, it's on it. Like, honestly, man, just do something else. Like, if you want to stick on the comp, we're getting a little too. Well, I'm getting a little too heated.
Yeah,
I'm just mad. Sorry. I apologize. But like, we are getting the third map here. Maybe ODU surprises both of us here. Maybe ODU surprises everybody at home too here. But like,
I would like to see.
Let's see that map 3 on Flashpoint. To be honest, they could run Junker Queen. I know Zarya hard counters Junker Queen too, but let's see if they can do that as well. Should be going into a map 3 very, very shortly. Should be Servasa, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think I can fortune tell with my orb that you can't see, because only master wizards like myself can see the orb. I can see it right now. I'm seeing a... I am seeing something. I'm seeing a Servasa map. I don't know if it's going to be a 2-0 victory or it's going to be a 3-0 on the side of Old Dominion or anyone else here, but let's see how that goes currently. Should be going to that map very, very shortly. Yeah, looking like Servasa, we are currently waiting for players. I did just see a Sojourn and a Baptiste on Oakland side. Guys, I don't mean to hate. I don't mean to ponder with my orb again. I think they're going to be on the Zarya comp, if I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to be running the Zarya, Baptiste, Lucio, Sojourn, Genji comp.
Great Wizard, can you consult the orb? Can you tell us what ODU is going to do differently this time?
They're going to run a JQ and Lucio Kiriko.
Oh, great one. Can you consult the orb? Well, how will it work out for them?
We're going to get 3-0'd. Unfortunately, I hate to be the orb doesn't lie, and then the orb is telling me we are on JQ, Lucio, Bap. Okay, I guess my fortune telling's a little wrong here. Looks like enemy team is on JQ. Yeah, okay. My orb is like, maybe it's a little bit change of the weather temperature. Maybe I got a wrong date here somewhere, but unfortunately, we are on here. Yeah, I think that's the Maryville comp we're looking at. But yeah, unfortunately, we are on Old Dominion. We have the Baptiste Lucio.
You just said, unfortunately, we are on Old Dominion?
I didn't say that. I don't know. You're putting words in my mouth here, unfortunately, but I have said that word, I think, in the past 7 times. In the past 20 seconds, I think I've said that word 8 times. Okay, let's see. Almost said it one more time. Stop myself. We have TP'd out. We are on the Genji, Tracer, Baptiste, Lucio, JQ comp. So they actually don't have much brawl here. Their only person who's going to really be brawling here is their JQ compared to the Genji Sojourn on the enemy team.
Again, Oakland just freely taking the space on the point.
Yeah, if you just look at it, they ran them over. Yeah, that's what you got to do. And
I don't think they stopped pressing W once.
I think Old Dominion just
going down
actually got they just literally got jump scared, if I'm being honest. Look at it. But they did get a pick on both Baptiste, but it looks like Old Dominion still will lose this fight. Just from where the JQs are positioned right now, yeah.
Frothy Philly 7 absolutely proving to be a powerhouse for the Oakland Golden Oakland
Golden Grizzlies.
Yes.
Grizzlies.
Golden Grizzlies.
Grizzlies, yeah, my mistake. Sorry, I'm a little hungry right now. This match is making me a little anxious.
I'm craving something. I thought it was good gameplay, but
I think I'm just craving something. Yeah, I think I'm craving like an ounce of like a team fight here. I think that's. Oh, I thought that was a player, but that's just a pot floating at like 50 miles per hour.
I think you're seeing things. You're delusional.
Yeah, I think I'm hallucinating here, if I'm being honest. Let's see. On side of ODU, looks like we have swapped the Kiriko. I guess my orb was a little correct. It just was like a little bit late here.
Well, it is looking like 45% JQ match here. Honestly, JQ just has to run them over. That's what they're doing. They're holding W. They have shout advantage. They missed the axe completely. Haven't used shout yet. They had to use Suzu because we took a little too long on the shout. But are they going to go on Kiriko here? I don't know what they're going on. I think they just axe nothing again. It looks like we are scared and we have no idea what's going on. We get the pick on 2, though. What is going on?
Picks?
What is going on? We did win a team fight here.
3v5 situation for ODU. Jokajoy finding a fourth pick for ODU. A 5th pick!
I'm just saying, like, Jokajoy did just put out his card. Jokajoy did do this part. He has a little bit of trouble climbing walls, but who doesn't, unfortunately. We did get the pick 5 there. Looking like on our ult team, we are at 25% lower than
I believe I just saw Jokajoy turn his monitor on, so I do believe they may have found the ailment to...
Is that Jokajoy? I thought that was his... Oh, wait. Can't say that, unfortunately. Okay, looking like we do have...
Index finding another pick. I think the rest of the team is catching on to the turning on the
engaged on a fight we were up 1 on. Okay, let's see this. We have Kevster and Who Are You on our team, actually. They have taken control of our monitors here.
Will we see the blade? The blade is going to come out.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Finding another pick on Carbon there. Not out of this fight yet. Index will
it's
solo
looking like
1v3.
Proper on the enemy team has bladed 3, unfortunately. Yeah, Who Are You has been taken down on the side of Old Dominion University here. If we look at ult advantage here, it looked like we did on Oakland use 4 ults, but they did get the team fight there. On the side of Old Dominion, we have our Curie ult, JQ ult, and Pulse Bomb compared to their 1 Curie ult. But we just have to get Suzu out. We should be good here.
Never tell ODU the odds.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't know what my caster is blabbering about right now, but yeah, let's see what Old Dominion has here. They have... I can't tell where the point is, actually, because I can't see it on Spectre. I think it's actually where Oakland is playing right now. I think it is that point.
I think I'm dehydrated.
I think I'm thirsty for some gameplay. Yeah, I think I'm thirsty for some gameplay.
Looks
like Aerospace did just pick the JQ, Lucio, and Kiriko in one fell swoop. Yeah.
Will go down. They did. I think the power surged and turned their monitors back off, and it's taking them a minute to realize it.
I think a monsoon just passed through the building. I think actually the ceiling just got ripped off on in our esports room.
Oh my god, there's a tornado.
I think my caster I'm being blown away. Okay, well, I'm back. I fell back in the chair. I can actually see the gameplay. I'm like in the tornado right now, but we are currently going, and we're going to go with Kirill very, very shortly here, I think. Very, very soon. Okay, let's see how this goes.
I don't know how our players are managing to play in this absolute...
A fail swoop. We have Kiriko ultimate inside
Mother Nature works in mysterious
ways
ways as Jokajoy finds 2 picks.
With the overclock. Oh, wait, that's not even overclock. He just got railgun.
ODU manages to win the team fight in the midst of this natural phenomenon happening in the arena right now. I don't know what's going on.
I'm being blown away both physically and literally right now. I think I'm literally being flown to my... I'm getting sent to heaven right now. It's actually 2 deflect kills, 2 knife kills, too. I think that's the first axe Adalot has hit in this entire match. If I'm being honest. I didn't
At least he hit it.
Yeah, he hit it, though. He took 2 of it. That's all he did. He hit once. Let's see this pulse bomb come out from ODU. Let's see him pick 3 here. And they're all marking the tracer. Oh, we get the pick this little Genji gap.
Oh, see the hide and seek come out.
Who Are You on Genji right now? Has taken control of Jokajoy's monitor. The spirit of Who Are You in right now.
Filthy, what is it? Frothy Philly 7.
Frothy Philly 7. Oh, but Kiriko is taken out. But we
Blade comes out.
We Blade actually. We do get the
We'll find the Sojourn.
Oh,
Will
Jokajoy has no idea where he's looking at right now. He did just completely get discombobulated, unfortunately. Looks like we are going in. But we get another axe and we get the JQ. It's looking like a match win for, not match, a map, a point win. A point win. Oh, but they can't touch here. They haven't actually got the picks on Lucio or Genji. They are a little split. Oh, but they have ult advantage on Oakland side coming up. But they have the Arista. They haven't used JQ ult, I think, the entire game yet. They have to had it. They are going to touch. Oh, but we boot them out. Oh, but we didn't. X-Boss is picked from Sojourn. Little call with his pants down.
ODU in overtime for the point.
Pulls the Sojourn. Arista. Oh, to once. Press the whole button. No! Oh, my God.
Nothing.
They didn't even beat this. They actually didn't even need to beat. Okay, they just ulted Jokajoy.
Still not killing him. It's a 3v3 situation. Wait a minute.
They beat it.
Both teams just beat it.
Oh my God.
In the overtime for the second point of this flashpoint round. Oh, the gold line will go down. But Jokajoy will answer by taking down
their
Kiriko.
He's going to pick the Lucio. Oh my God. He's deflecting. I see it's Kevster, Horyu, proper all in one guy right now. We have the 3 spirits Everybody's
ODU
healing.
still grasping on
but Iowa came in and died instantly. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
ODU trying their hardest to keep the control under that point, but they were just not able to take it. They're going to have to fight at the point again to maybe get control and get a point on the board.
Yeah, we're 75 here. ODU can touch. They do have the Lucio finally. Oh, they have Lucio, actually. My mistake. But they do have a Lucio finally for one map, so they actually can get a touch here. They have to go a little bit early here. They're not going to touch. They take a little bit slower. They should amp on to point because they aren't going to touch if they don't amp right this minute.
They just amped.
They amped. It's fine. They did touch, but they have
Oakland.
Kiriko ult. The enemy team does Kyrie ult, and they should Kyrie ult as soon as they possibly can get it. Where is that Kyrie ult?
Out on the side of Oakland. It will find Adelot. Will it find another? It will. X+X and Jokajoy both going down, making it a 2v5 situation. 1v5 situation. 0v5 situation.
Yeah, looking like
Oakland.
another .1 for Oakland. Which team is the Golden Glizzies here right now?
I
think it's our team, because all I'm seeing is our team is they suck! All I see is this team sucking right now, guys. Oh my god. Like, Oakland is just kind of running them over right now, honestly. Like, Jesus. Come on. We have three ults, actually 2 ults. I can't read, unfortunately, here. We have 2 ults coming on the side of Old Dominion University here right now. Enemy team has JQ ult coming up very, very shortly, close to the overclock. We have the Blade and Pulse Bomb coming out. Can Jokajoy and Index clear it up for their team again here and win a first fight?
Blade
looking like Adelot is taken down
out.
again. Carbon has just turned this guy into straight oxygen, unfortunately. Just dead air in the water right now.
Will we...
We did see that pick. That is looking like a first fight. We have Index set up on the back line right now. He is ready to go with his team.
Ready to go with the pulse.
He might have to pitch a tent there. I don't know if we're actually going to be pulling up any time here, but we are ready to go very, very shortly.
Get some snacks, get some marshmallows. Wow, he is very far from the point.
He is creeping along. We're playing Metal Gear Solid here right now. He is like, they don't want to hear him right now. Can he pulse bomb without getting Suzu'd? He is taking point.
He's C9ing the point. He's going to force Oakland to get back.
Point. I think he actually gets cap here too. They might have just JQ ulted and ripped our team to shreds, but we did get point advantage. If he is the smart, he just runs away here instead of trying to fight this. That's actually just, that
was actually pretty big-brained.
That's just a good play. That's actually how this map should be ran, but since how bad this like game mode is, that isn't kind of how the points ever ran, but he's just on point. You going to touch? Honestly, that's something. That's honestly a really bad stagger, but Jokajoy's dead again too. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like every fight here, it's like someone just looks and then someone just turns and one tap somebody on O Dominion side and insta dies. We have Adelot. I don't know if we can actually press tab here because we're not on team spec. But if we did have tab here, I don't think a single teammate on an ODU is positive currently.
What if you guys press tab? What happens? Nothing? Oh.
Nothing, I think.
Okay,
yeah, unfortunate. Yeah. What do you think O Dominion's going to go in with this fight? Because it's looking like Oakland has a massive ult advantage right now. And a massive touch.
I think we're going to start with the Blade.
Yeah.
I was right. Jokajoy is going to go down, but not until the beat comes out. But
are we going to whistle? Are we going to rampage? We did rampage into the Suzu.
I think you missed that, but X+X died in the middle of the beat coming out.
Oh, we do have an Ajax. If you actually look on Oakland's side, they have a player named Jack, but it actually looks like we are going to be the players Ajaxing this fight, unfortunately. They have a person named Ajax. Take an A in there, but looks like you take that A on X+, and that's just an Ajax on us. And that's a solid 3-0 victory for Oakland on the side of Old Dominion. Yeah, that's just the... Yeah, that's a showing. That is definitely one of the... As one of the casting games of all time. I think, honestly, Old Dominion had a...
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. This is one of the Overwatch 2 games that I've ever watched. And,
yeah, looking like...
casted, honestly.
What's the overall record for ODU right now? We have one map win. I'll cut it short. I'll ponder the orb again real quick. Looking like an 0-4, 0/0-5 for Old Dominion with one map win on the board. We look on JV. I think they actually got the first win for Overwatch's history in this season so far. So big props to JV again on that 3-0 solid victory, those solid points. Overwatch varsity, leaving a little bit to be desired. A lot to be desired, actually. Not a little bit, a lot to be desired. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe... I just want to see some regression, man. I'm getting bored here. It's like, it's a little underdog. I want to see you guys win, but there's no effort being put in.
It hurts.
Yeah, it just hurt. It's like so much potential being squandered over and over again. Like, I don't know.
Overall, I really enjoyed watching the JV play.
Yeah, overall, to be honest, I enjoyed watching varsity play that last map too, but not for the reasons you might think. Not for the reasons we might think. Well, that is a 3-0 victory on the side of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies versus the Old Dominion Varsity Overwatch team on our side. Solid 3-0 for JV, but a solid 0-3 for Overwatch Varsity.
You know, yeah, it's
at least one team got the gold here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm down for. We got one team up here right now. Pretty solid. That's how it all goes.
Well, we wanted to see 2 3-0s, but you know, 1 3-0 is better than.
Yeah, I think we cooked in the kitchen. JV got that like perfect saute, perfect oven baked recipe victory. I think Varsity put their oven preheated at like 500 degrees for some reason. They just threw it in there. I think
Varsity had the easy bake oven going on, and it kind
of
broke
like they had
through.
The easy bake oven. They were using like propane. They had like a store-bought $5 lighter they used to set their oven up, and like we had the JV. They're on like their gourmet kitchen. They prepped everything. They put the eggs together. They put the salt, the flour. I don't know why you put salt. The sugar. My mistake. I think Varsity put in salt by accident. But we had the sugar, and they put on that, made like a deliciously baked cake for the 3-0. You have Varsity side.
What are the ingredients for a cake to you?
You know, milk, eggs, flour.
This isn't Minecraft.
Wheat, and you put a cookie in the middle, and that's how you get it, man. Like that's how you get it. But you look on the Varsity side. They like preheated the oven at like 600 degrees, store-bought lighter, fermented cider eye. They like potion. They had a little bit of like rotten flesh in there, and they got a bunch of
dirt
salt.
block.
Yeah, like honestly, we just have like the perfect house versus like the green top Varsity team. Unfortunately for this, that has been that. I don't know if we're gonna have an interview for this map, but that is our streams for the night.
Yep. We will take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We will return with our closing statements for the night.
Yep. All right, no match interview, as you could probably guess from that. But, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. We got one game in, though. We got one 3-0 game.
One really good game.
Three really good games, I'm being honest. Got a couple, I'd say we have 4 good games. Three really good to watch. 1 good to make fun of. The other 2 just unfortunate. But, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. Hopefully Overwatch just has some improvement on Varsity next week. Like, I'm just invested. I want to see them improve. I want to see some stuff happen, man. I want to see something good happen. I'm waiting for it.
It is the wish, but unfortunately for tonight, that is all. Make sure to join back Thursday for
Should be Smash on Thursday, and Friday will be Call of Duty. Yeah.
Thursday on Smash, or on Thursday we have Smash. On Friday we have Call of Duty. But for tonight, we're gonna call it here.
We are good. No stream tomorrow either, unfortunately.
Again, I've been your host, Porter Dowdy.
With Dylan Anderson, Beef.
And it's been a pleasure. Take care,
it's been a pleasure. We see you all next week on the thrilling saga of Old Dominion University Varsity. Let's see if we can get a map win. Let's see if we get 2 map wins. Let's see if we can get a victory, guys. Let's go. That's been signing off. Have a good one. Peace. Bye-bye.